that Freedom Ring.
Lori Dawn, I can see your comments.
It says that they'd make me a website, but I've already kind of got that under control if I would like it. I appreciate that. Danielle Nicole says,
Let's see what's up.
It's amazing how you inspire artists. It says a lot about your energy. I appreciate that. You know,
Got the mic
I'm
set
trying to
up.
inspire everyone, not just artists.
Got the speaker.
Not far enough for the trucks are going to have to catch up. See, there's
Got
one
the
truck right there.
microphone.
There's another truck. I wonder why.
How are ya? I'm wonderful. Yes, you did. I'm everywhere. We are everywhere.
Wait!
How are you guys? I'm wonderful. You having a wonderful day? Enjoying the weather? That's awesome. That's awesome. It's so beautiful. Especially seeing all your beautiful smiles and faces out here. Yeah, man. Wonderful. You enjoying your day? Oh, it's wonderful today, man. Beautiful outside. Yes, it is, isn't it? Yep. I try to get to everyone I can, whenever and wherever I can. It's wonderful. Yep.
Alright guys, so I'm not sure, I just watched it back. I don't think you heard me there, so I just said I'm thankful that all you guys are tuning in. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. I said hi to William and hi to Rhonda. I just watched it back and I didn't think I could hear myself. But yeah, today I'm kind of just going to be sitting back, letting you guys enjoy the action. And periodically I will come in and out with unmuting my mic, but I'm just kind of going to sit back and let you guys kind of watch the streamers. We got Coda B123, who's streaming from Peterborough, Ontario, kind of in the big screen. And we got Alex Glasgow and Oreo Express kind of in the corner, who are doing the People's Convoy in America.
Check, check. Test. Test. Higher. How you doing, guys?
Freedom!
Sun is shining.
I'm Josh. Take care, Hungry.
Oh, it's Howlin'. Howlin' at the moon.
Watch the short presentation until the end for details on how to get started in less than 7 minutes from now.
Check, check. Test.
Yes, of course. Hi, Steven.
I love
What
it.
a surprise. I recognize you from the website, the Tesla website.
Listen, I'm sorry to drop in unannounced, but I know we had a Skype call scheduled for a little bit later today, right? So, can I ask you, how was yesterday's first day with Tesla?
Oh, it was great. One of the Tesla team showed me how to set up my calendar in like 2 minutes.
Okay, and have you checked back in on your account today?
No, but I had to really fight the urge.
Alright, we got some more people in here. What's up, John Francis? Says good vid. Appreciate you. We got Cube333 in the house. Says have a great day, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a great day as well. Like I said, for the most part, I'm gonna have my mic muted, but I'll come in and out periodically to add commentary. Kind of just sitting back today and letting you guys take in the action and enjoy the streamers.
Now?
Yeah, sure.
Oh my gosh. Is this for real?
Sure.
No way. $5,700. You're kidding me.
Yeah,
Nope, and
baby!
I'll pay out roughly the same every day, every single day.
But I didn't do anything.
Sure you did. You were the one who clicked the trade yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, I'm Stephen Abrams from Tesla Investments.
I just want to start
I've made
going
my
like this
lifelong
when
goal
people
to
stick
help
me
normal,
fingers and
everyday
just
folks just like you make life-changing money in a matter of days. the internet, and today is the day your life changes forever. It's the final day of this amazing offer of Tesla being available to the public for free. Let me start by asking you a question. Could you use an extra $5,700 in your bank account by the end of today? Would that help out? Of course it would.
Yep.
How about over $1 million in less than 6 months from now? Let me tell you something. However much money you
I'm gonna go do a little tour of the park and come back.
Of your dreams, I'm offering you 10, 100 times more. It's important you know that what's on offer here is 100% free, and it's most definitely not like any.
Man, I just want to yell in that mic. What are you guys doing? Freedom!
What? What's up, everybody? Anybody seen any freedom around here? You guys hear me okay back there?
Yeah, buddy.
Hell yeah! Well, welcome to Saturday at City Hall, otherwise known as Corruptionville. And it's nice to see all your beautiful faces. And I want to give a huge welcome to the wonderful people joining us here from the Great Canadian Cruise Hold Fast Edition. Give them a round of applause. Driving across Canada, amazing people. We're going to have... Say it again.
Freedomtour.ca.
Freedomtour.ca. Yeah, I can't remember every one of these anymore. We're going to have Wendy and Andrew do a couple songs here, and then we're going to have our special guest, Mr. Tom Marazzo, coming up to speak. Give Tom a round of applause.
Yes, Tom!
There's wind guests.
You guys ready to play a couple
Good time.
songs?
70 miles an hour.
Beautiful Western family says Betty Cogswell. Thank you, Betty. Really appreciate it.
Before they do that, I just want to say,
Thank you, sister. That dog looks hungry, says Mike T. Yeah, he's gonna get. He eats raw meat.
Really great to be
That's
back,
what. Yeah, that's
singing
what
in
we
the
do.
sunshine.
Yeah, man.
Feeling an uprising going
It's just
on.
raw meat because. Well, you had a crazy mix, right? You were saying a Malinois and a Dutch.
Is in blue, transmissions will raise on the tide. Polish drugs keep us all dumbed down and hope
All right,
that
well, there you go.
we will
You
never
said it.
see the proof around.
That's right. Bring your hungry kids. Bring your hungry kids.
Package line to keep us trapped in greed and all the green bells trapped around our minds.
Alright, we got some more people in here. Good morning, Carol. Says hi, Tyson from Perth, Ontario. Thank you so much for tuning in. We got Amanda Elliott. Good morning. We got me and N. Says Iron Tyson. Appreciate you. We got Shane H. saying good morning from Alberta. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Just got a little feed. We got Coda B123 from Peterborough, Ontario. We got War Campaign, who's at some sort of picnic. And we got Oreo Express, who's actually doing the People's Convoy in America.
I don't care how full you guys are. You're gonna keep eating.
Last time I fell off my chair.
Tuning in from Ottawa, says Janice. Janice, well, come on down. We're gonna stick around here for a bit. So come on down.
Its toll if you could flip the switch and open your third eye. You see that we should never be afraid to die.
Polly says, I wouldn't mind having the farmer in the white t-shirt in his yard.
Had a heart attack, you know that their time's coming to an end. We need to unify and watch the flag ascend. So come on.
You can take him, Polly, no problem. I'd be doing my own digging. Could use a strong man to help.
Will not force us.
We got Thespian 44 was awesome seeing you last Saturday. We were rolling the cart with dance music. awesome. You gotta say hi next time. And this is it, right? We're gonna. Man, I was actually talking to Dave from Live from the Shed, and he called me up, and he was telling me, speaking of next events, in 2 weeks, it's Worldwide Freedom Day. So that's going to be massive in 2 weeks from now, on the 21st, I think it is, and May 21st. And then the next one is going to be Canada Day, which is going to be massive, obviously. So, looking forward to it. How you guys doing? Then we got Aaron Witt. I wish I still lived in Ontario.
We got some more people in here. Mr. Procky, what's up? David Bentley, how's it going? The House says good morning. Shane H, Northern Alberta here too. Okay, we got a couple people in here from Alberta. Shout out to everybody watching from Alberta. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to click a like on the stream and share this stream as much as possible.
So I got a lot of wild oats, you know what I mean? Wants to sow. he's full of it, you know what I mean? He just wants to, James Top is coming. That's looking forward to that, Nick? James Top, the fellow who's marching across Canada. Yeah, when's he arriving? I don't know. Does anybody know in the chat? James Top, I mean, I know that guy for a while.
No time to regret.
Is James Top coming with kids? Soccer ball kids? Hey! Don't you boot me in the butt. I'm here. Watch what happens to you kids, alright? You know that I'm being nice to you because we're on camera. Right? But I'll spank you. Get on without my guy. Who's coming? Let's see who's coming. Get back in your box. I don't want to hear you. Just get in your box.
I need to find the flag. From all that
you want to get a flag?
I'll be right with you guys. Gotta grab my other phone.
Hey, Daddy, I
Don't use all this lingo that you want
to go back to
more funds. Come in here.
It's supposed to be June. That's been 44. He says June, James Top.
I died 100 times. You go
He shows the 5 almost show up with assault rifles. No doubt. Not a grenade launcher. It was nuts, wasn't it? It was crazy.
I love you much. Bye. It's not enough. You love blowing. I love
Get in their hole. Yeah,
you
Get in the box. Get in the box. No, I'm serious. I just want to see if I can fit all you 3 in there. Get in there, guys. Get in there. Lauren, get in, man. Get in the box. Helios, just watch yourself. Just sit there. Sit tight. Get your hand. Tuck your hands under your armpits. Get in there, please.
You only said goodbye with words. I died 100 times. You go
Very well,
back
thank you.
to
Remind me of your name. I remember we met.
her.
Doug, right on, man. How you doing, brother? Yeah. Come on in, man. Come on. Okay. This is my wife, Soraya. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What are you going to catch? Huh? Stay on. Right on.
You only said goodbye with words.
Yeah. No problem.
100 times.
Let's see here. Right timing. Right? Sylph says, La Mao. Child abuse is right timing.
You only said goodbye with
Come sit with us, man. Come on. We got sandwiches. We got everything.
You go back to her and I
COVID-19 vaccines have helped protect us. Over.
When you
Thanks, guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna hand this back to Roy. Thanks, guys.
I'm having some technical difficulties just trying to mute. Because I saw somebody say just have one stream's audio, so I'm working on that. Having a couple technical difficulties. I should be able to get sorted though soon.
We did bring some Holdfast merch, our flags, t-shirts, and hoodies. If anybody wants one, come see me. They're over here.
Right. Awesome. There you go. It's already
want to introduce a very special guest, a guy that we met in Ottawa. Did a lot for Ottawa. He's done a lot for this movement. He's done a lot for Ontario and Canada.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, really an idea.
And what? He's done a lot for the people. I'm very, very proud and honored to call this man my friend, Mr. Tom Marazzo.
Get this man a sandwich, says Dan Marshall. Oh, brother, we got Paul Thompson. He's got burger icons.
To even get on the ballot.
It's like the old days, when we used to talk.
This is where we got the ballots. So you guys helped me just get on that ticket.
Oh, wow.
So not long ago, I just found out that the Liberal Party of Ontario have announced that if they get elected and form a government,
one or the other, brother.
They're going to mandate the vaccines for everybody in school.
Oh, check that out.
Thank you for doing our jobs a little bit more easy.
Canberra.
We've been going around to some of the communities. We've been doing events.
Yeah, Australia.
And
Washington, D.C.
honestly, it's been extremely humbling. It's been awesome.
Thank you.
We gotta keep growing this crowd. This crowd has to keep getting bigger, and it has been. In the future, if we're doing events, this is what I'm asking from you. I'm going to ask a little bit more each time, I guess. Bring a new face. Bring somebody who that last time maybe voted Liberal or NDP or even voted PC.
No, it's real. It's different.
Bring somebody new and let us have a chance. Let them get to know me, learn about the party, and find out why we're all here doing this. There is only, in my mind, two groups. There's the Uniparty. What you've always got is what you're always going to get if you vote for them. And you've got us. You've got people with honest-to-God, true conservative values that want less government, but they want to be able to help people. They don't want entitlement to your body. They don't want to indoctrinate your children. They just want to be left alone. By the way, if the Ontario Party forms the government in Ontario, every single person who lost their job to the COVID mandates will be reinstated, and we will pass legislation to reinstate them with back pay. And if they don't want, and by the way, it's not the taxpayer who are going to fund the back pay. It's going to be the employers that took your jobs away from you.
Yeah! Teach them a lesson.
Exactly. So that's a big deal, because even me, I might be entitled to back pay from Georgian College for firing me over the mandates. And if that happens, I'm actually going to donate that money. I'm going to donate that money to a lot of worthy causes. I'm going to divide it all up and give it back out to the people. All the people that supported me and what I went through. Just gonna wait for the cars to go by. That's not the only thing we're looking at. We're looking at this critical race theory. It's garbage. Bill 67 is never gonna find a home in the Ontario Party's government. It has to go. Critical race theory is an absolute abomination. Bill 100 is just the Emergency Act 2.0. That's going to be repealed on the first day in office. Guess what else we're going to do? We're going to investigate the College of Physicians and Surgeons and the licensing board for the nurses. The commissioner of the OPP will be looking for a new job. Well, we asked the SIU to investigate their actions in other police jurisdictions.
Talking to myself.
We're not looking for a witch hunt. We're looking for society to be able to repair the damage of what these people have done and to heal the wounds that we have suffered needlessly. There's a lot of things that we're going to do. We're also going to get involved. If you look at the platform, we've just updated it on property rights. We're going to take a hard look at what is going on with property rights. There's too much government regulation and too much interference on what you get to do with your land. It's wrong. You buy it, you pay the insurance, you take the risk, and they get all the reward, and they get to come in and tell you what you can and cannot do on your property, whether you can cut down a tree on your land. That's ridiculous. Your property, you own it, you get to do what you want. Within reason, right? We want to be a part of a society that respects our neighbors, but come on, they've gone too far.
Amen.
Look at the party platform. Go online. It's linked to mine. My website is tommarazzo.ca. The biggest thing is we got to keep fighting. This, for me, is chapter 2 of what is going to be a long book. Chapter 1 was the convoy. This is chapter 2. How instead of being out here on the street and being ignored by people like this, we get inside the building and we start fighting on their turf by their rules, and we beat them at their own game. And that's what this election's about.
Yes!
We're tired of being marginalized and ignored and bullied and harassed by people that just don't want to listen. They don't want to hear the truth. And they don't care about the truth unless it comes out of the CBC box in the living room. And you know what? It is time to start. We've got less than 4 weeks because Doug Ford didn't want you guys to know about people like me. So he called the election the last possible moment so that he could chip away again at some more of your democratic rights. This is now the time. This month alone, that's all we have. Less than a month. To start having those tough conversations with your family members and your neighbors, and to say, look, there's no difference between the other parties at Queen's Park right now. There's no difference. There's just a level of craziness. The more, you look at the Liberals, the NDP, the crazier they get. But the current government, the PCs, have lost their minds. They've lost their way. They don't care about you. And I'll tell you something else. They have an organization called Emergency Management Ontario. They've completely ignored them. We're going to reinstill that organization to be the lead agency handling all of this stuff. We also have to do a better job of looking after our seniors. Look at what we've done to our seniors and the families that are trying to do everything and care for them. There's too much damage that has to be cleaned up. And they're not going to do it, but we are.
What's up, brother?
The last thing I'm going to say, because I've said it already one other time.
Yeah, what's cracking?
And it's important. It has to be repeated.
Serious?
We can't do this without you guys, and we can't do this unless our numbers grow. When we go to an event, bring a friend, bring 2 friends, bring 5. Just tell them, come and hear this guy out. Listen to what he has to say. Shake his hand, meet him. Give him a chance to earn your vote. Because every person here, I still haven't earned your vote yet. I've got another month. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to fight for you and everyone else. But when we get to the polls, you have to be proud of the vote this time around that you've casted. It can't be good enough anymore to say, I'm voting that guy out. You have to say, I want to vote this guy in.
I doubt the winds are going to stay up all day.
One more thing before I give away the microphone. I am not constrained. If I am elected as an MPP, I will not be constrained by the Ontario Party to vote for just what the leader wants, for fear of being kicked out of the Ontario Party. Derek says it all the time. This is not Derek's party. This is the party of all of you, the constituents. So as a constituency, if you decide unanimous, or you know, the majority of you decide you want something to happen, that's the vote that you get. And it doesn't matter what Derek wants. And Derek acknowledges that. He's proud of that. You know why? Because that's leadership. That's not about, you know, being the big man, being arrogant, and being the boss. Derek expects you, as a candidate or an MPP, to vote for what your constituents want. That's pretty unique to politics. It's almost unheard of in Canada. We will not whip votes in the Ontario Party.
Stop trucks from driving through.
Last thing, and I know I've said that twice already. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here weekend after weekend after weekend after weekend and fighting. I'm only at the microphone because of people like you, and that's who I'm fighting for. So thank you. Thank you.
Amazing. Tom, we absolutely love Tom. Tom is fantastic. I just want to say a couple of things as well. Exactly what Tom said. It's so important. There's so many people out there like, I'm not voting, it doesn't do shit, it doesn't do anything. What's the point? The point is that the trifecta of the Liberals right now, Doug Ford, the Liberals, the NDP, if we don't start making changes now, nothing is ever going to happen. We might not get this year. I highly doubt, and no offense, I don't think the Ontario or the Blue is going to get the majority and win the whole thing because they're brand new. But we have to think not just about us. We have to think about our kids and our grandkids and their grandkids. We have to start making the changes now. And it may take a little bit of time, but if we don't all go out and vote and get the people in that we want in, nothing will ever change. Everybody hear what little Mr. Thomas Piggy Piggott there has been saying the last week or so? He wrote a letter with two other members of the health board from different cities, Niagara, and I can't remember the other one. They've written letters to Dr. Kieran Moore, pretty much demanding that the masks are put back into mandate for Ontario. Because apparently, according to your poop, the whole world has COVID.
My question is if it's...
This guy is a fool. What I've noticed over the last few days is I bet you it's a good 80% of Peterborough are still wearing their masks. That's their choice. I don't care what they want to do. But do you really think the 20% of us that's not is really going to make a difference in what's going on? It's a complete joke. It's a complete farce. The only reason the mandates were dropped in Ontario, I promise you, is because of the election. Anybody hear Doug Ford's new election video? Way to go, Ontario. We all rolled up our sleeves to protect each other. No, you prick, you took all our jobs away. And we still didn't roll up our sleeves. I promise you when this election is over, these mandates are coming back. I promise you. I will buy lunch for everybody if I'm wrong about this. Because I'm telling you, by fall, these mandates will be back in place. So we need to get people like Tom Marazzo in those seats to prevent this from happening. So make sure you do your duty and what you need to do for your kids and your grandkids and their grandkids, so on and so forth, and get out there and do what's right and get people like Tom in the seats. That's right. Honk. Honk, honk. All right, guys, we're going to let Andrew and Wendy sing a few more songs. Oh, signs. It's been a long week. There are, over here at the table across the road, there is a spot for people to sign up to help volunteer for Tom Marazzo if you want to make donations towards Tom Marazzo. You know that old Ford boy there's got millions of dollars backing him up. We need to support people like this. There's also lawn signs for your line. I left the house this morning and I saw a few Marazzo signs on my drive, and it made me happy as hell. And I want to see this city flooded with them now. Get them out there and let everybody know. You guys ready? Sing the song.
Perfect for what we do right there, the pleasure of
Alright, big thanks to Fry TV Now. I see a lot of you, or some of you guys are coming from Fry. I'm not going to talk too much because I know you guys are here for the streams, but thank you all so much for joining. Please be sure to like and subscribe as it helps out my channel a ton. I'll let you guys listen to this nice music here, and I'll be on my phone replying to your guys' comments.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and he's always gone too long. Anytime he goes away, I wonder this time where he's gone. I wonder if he's gone to stay. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't a home anytime he goes away.
So, here's another question, Quincy. Is it just a cautionary, or is every truck stopped?
I know.
Seems like we would have a couple thousand trucks there, right?
Oh, I know. Hey, you better leave that young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone.
Is it cautionary, or is it like...
It's not warm when he's away.
Say the road was closed on that sign. It didn't say that.
It didn't.
Ain't no sunshine when he's gone, and this house just ain't a home anytime he goes away.
So the winds died down.
Anytime he goes away. Anytime he goes away.
It's the dust, right? It's like the Pacific Northwest. You always got to worry about
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Mike. All right, I know you guys know the words to this next one, so please help me sing it. All right?
What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, I heard.
Freedom! Woo!
Oh, really?
Wow.
Right on.
Is it windy?
25 years of my life is staying,
we can get through it.
trying to get up that great big hill of hope.
Is it?
For a destination.
Alright, we're gonna go head down there and check it out there.
I realized quickly, and I knew I should, that the world was made up for this brotherhood of man. Or whatever that means.
But we're gonna have to go down there for sure.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed, just to get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah.
Alright, we got Fry TV in the house. How's it going, Fry? Thanks so much for getting me up on your screen, too. I've noticed a couple of people in here with the Fries, so big shout out to Fry TV Now.
Oh my God, do I try? I try all the time in this institution, and I pray. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day for revolution, and so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream from the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, 25 years of my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. Woo! Thanks, guys. That was fun. Have an amazing week. I think Roy's coming back up here. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't ready for this. You guys completely just Will Smith me with that one. Oh. All right, guys. Everybody good? Everybody having fun? Beautiful, beautiful. What are you going to do when Dr. Piggott says you got to put your mask back on? Well, you're not just going to say no because you never wore one, right? So there is a trick question there for you. I think we have a very wonderful lady that we're also very honored to call our friend showed up. I didn't realize was coming today, and I'm hoping that I can call her out in front of everybody and try and get her to come speak. Yes? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Jodie Ledgerwood.
You're welcome. Oh, yeah, that's right. Get it to me in Ottawa. It's your turn.
Hello, freedom fighters. How are you today? The sun is shining. It feels warm, or at least warmer than it was yesterday in Niagara Falls. So thank God for the sun. And the sky is actually looking blue today. I'm not seeing any chemtrails yet, so that's awesome. And thank you, Roy, for calling me out unexpectedly. I've done it to him many times, so I think paybacks are a BIT. And I'll just stop it there. So we've got an important date coming up of June 2nd. And if we really want to call ourselves freedom fighters, then that means we got to step up to the plate for June 2nd. It also means we got to do our research for June 2nd, because we can't say we're all for freedom and we're all for freedom of choice if we're not informed. Part of being informed is doing your research. And part of freedom is putting the right butts in the seats that will have your voice and respect the Constitution and respect the right of freedom and free will. Because freedom at the end of the day means free will, the right to choose. So you've got the right to choose on June 2nd to put somebody in the seat that has the same voice, the same morals, the same ethics as yourself. And right now in Peterborough County, I see that as Tom Marazzo. I worked very closely with Tom Marazzo up in Ottawa. I saw what he stands for. I've seen many of his speeches. I've gotten to know him on a personal level, and I think he is the right choice for Kawartha North. But you don't take my word for it. Do your own research, okay? But speaking freedom, he is somebody who fought for your freedom, fought for our children's freedom. So he understands and he's witnessed what can happen when you don't have freedom. So it's very, very important that you do your research and you check out what his definition of freedom is and find out if it means the same to you. And I know there's other important blocks or conversation pieces on the block, such as our infrastructure, our economy, our healthcare system, our education system. But at the end of the day, if you don't have freedom, which is the #1 thing, you don't get any of those, and you don't get a say in any of those. And right now, the WHO wants Canada to sign and be part of a health treaty that will tell our country what we need to do in case of pandemics and emergencies. And guess what? If we sign that treaty, we will forever be in pandemics and emergencies, and we will never have control of our health system again. So, again, very important. Freedom is really the #1 thing on the chopping block for this election. So make sure, whoever you vote for, that they're talking freedom and that their definition of freedom matches your definition of freedom, or we're going down the rabbit hole even further than what we are right now. The other thing you need to research is our social credit system that's coming in by way of the digital ID. Because if that social credit system comes in, you can kiss your freedom goodbye. You can kiss your ability to have free will goodbye. Because social credit system is all based on you being a good citizen, and the person who gets to judge whether you're a good citizen or not is the government that's in the lead. And that government, I can guarantee you, is never going to allow another government to come into play, because they'll take your ability to have an election off the table. And if you're paying attention to the bills that are in the Senate and in the House right now, one of those bills is to change the way that we vote. Another one of those bills is censorship. Another one of those bills that we know passed in Ontario is Bill 100, our right to have a voice in protest. So if all of these censorship bills go through, if the election bills go through, and if the bill to change our Constitution goes through, we will never have the voice to have another election ever again. We will never have a voice to speak out against whichever government is in control. That government will stay in control forever and ever and ever. And if you know anything about communism, you know that's how that works. The government in control never leaves. So June 2nd is a super important date that we all need to mark on our calendars and make sure we get into those booths on June 2nd and vote for the person who is talking freedom. And right now in Kawartha North, that is Mr. Tom Marazzo. So please do your research. I don't get to vote in Kawartha North because I'm Kawartha South. So we don't have, I don't think, anybody representing the Ontario Party in Northumberland yet, which is... Oh, we do now?
No, I cared about my people who...
No, Kirsten's not... She's not
them.
Northumberland. She's next door.
I don't know about that.
Oh, Vanessa Head? Okay, I'm going to have to research Miss Vanessa Head because this is the first time I've heard her name. So that's awesome. Thank you.
I don't think you care.
So the other thing I want to talk to you guys about, I want to kind of lift this up a bit. I did a Loom and Doom speech yesterday in Niagara Falls. I had told them about MasterCard and how they've been tracking your carbon purchases and how they're coming out with a new MasterCard to not only track your carbon purchases, but to reward you for lack of carbon purchases. And if you go over a certain number of carbon purchases, they actually take your right to use your MasterCard away from you. So that's one of the things coming down the pipe, which is very similar to the social credit system. So I don't want to talk about that.
Don't seem to bother you.
And I don't want to talk about biodigital convergence, which if you look on our federal government's website, February 11th, 2020, they are talking about biodigital convergence. Please look it up. It's really super scary. And that is connected to your digital ID that's coming down the pipe, which will then be connected to your social credit score. So please, people, get yourself informed. It's really scary what's coming down the pipe. So what I'm going to talk about now is I got to travel to the U.S.
You're way off, bud. Yeah.
You guys can travel to the U.S. too! If I do it, you can do it too! Because you know what I did? I drove across the border. And you know what happened when I drove across the border? I didn't get asked about my health status. I didn't get asked about my vaccine status. I got asked, did I participate in the Ottawa Convoy, because I got freedom messages all over my van. And I said, yes, I did. And he said, oh my God, was it true? Were they arresting people for giving fuel? Were they arresting people for feeding the truckers? And I said, well, I didn't get arrested for that, but I know some people were threatened with arrest. And then, 100 Canadians showed up with their jerry cans, so they kind of had to trash that because they didn't have enough officers to arrest everybody. I said, so I know it was threatened, but I don't think it actually happened. And anyway, the Border Patrol guy was so impressed. He's like, come on in, we love Canadians. And they do love Canadians. I spent 3 weeks down there. I went to Hagerstown, Maryland, which was where the U.S. trucker convoy was that was going around Washington, D.C. I actually got to lead the truckers convoy one day, which was really cool, me with my Canadian flags. But then I decided to join the truckers convoy from Maryland all the way to California. So I drove literally from the East Coast of the U.S. to the West Coast of the U.S. and then back again. The Americans love us Canadians. They love that we stood up. They love that our truckers came to our aid, and they're now trying to duplicate it down there. So we have brothers and sisters down in the States who are standing up, convoying all over the States for us. And they want to send a big thank you to you guys who supported us, who brought the world's attention to what was going on, who made the world see that this is a global issue. It's not a country by country issue, it's a global issue, which means we got to fight as global citizens in order to beat this. because the WEF and the global elites are fighting as a global group. So we now need to gather our tribe and fight back. I'm with an organization called Take Action Canada. And when I was down there in the States, I got to speak on many different stages, and I got interviewed by many different media outlets out there. And they're watching your live streams. I want you to know this. They are watching your live stream. So live stream every event you can, because the Americans are watching. I don't know how many people I ran into, and they came up to me and went, "Oh my God, I know you. I watched you get pepper sprayed." They're watching your live streams. So keep live streaming. That's how you get the truth out. But anyway, I work with an organization called Take Action Canada. And when I was in one of my interviews, there was a guy sitting there. His name was Tony. And he looked at Sherry, who is a co-founder of Take Action Canada, and he said, "Well, what do you do?" Because he knew what Monique and I did, because we just said it on the stage. And Sherry said, "Well, I'm with Take Action Canada. Take Action Canada is an umbrella organization. We support freedom fighters." That includes you guys. So if you need professional help with any of your initiatives, contact Take Action Canada, because they're there to help, and it costs you nothing, and it's all these professionals who are volunteering their time and their skill sets to help us move the freedom movement along. So don't be afraid to contact them, okay?
Yep.
So this is what she said to him, and he said, "I want to start Take Action America." So now we've got Take Action America happening, we got Take Action Canada happening, and from that, we went into another phone call with Scott Russell down in Australia. We've now got Take Action Australia, Take Action New Zealand, Take Action America, and Take Action Canada.
I can smell that Wyoming coffee.
So we've got this amazing global movement now happening. So whatever's happening in Australia, we know typically happens here in Canada a few months later, and whatever happens in Canada a few months later happens in the States. So we know about this big old domino effect. So the only way that we can stop the domino effect from happening is to stop it at that first domino, and that seems to be Australia. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start running campaigns at the same time as Australia. So whatever's happening down there, one, we're going to get the truth, because we're going to have weekly meetings with the global leaders. So we're going to get the truth of what's actually happening in these countries, and then we're going to figure out ways that we can help each other, whether it's global convoys happening on the same day, whether it's internet, emails, petitions, protests outside their embassies. We're going to start making the global leaders afraid of the global citizens, because there's a lot more of us than there is of them. So we need your help to get involved and stay involved. So pay attention when stuff goes out, or there's a call to action to help Australia. Help Australia, because if we can stop it in Australia from happening, we can stop it here. So when you hear the slogan, "We move as one," that's what we're talking about. The global movement mirroring and going into lockstep against the WEF, because globally we need to move as one to win this war. And we can do it all together. I have faith in you guys. I have faith in you and you, because I know you guys are big leaders. And I have faith in Tom Marazzo, and I have faith in Nicole, and I have faith in our veterans. Our veterans started something this last weekend. We had a beautiful moment of honoring those who have been fighting for our freedom, and that should be happening at every one of these rallies. We cannot forget the veterans, the soldiers, the families that gave of their lives, gave of their mental health for us, and are still giving of their lives and mental health for us. So I just wanted to let you know there are good things happening. Oh, and also from my tour, I didn't go down and just have fun. I actually worked most of it. It was supposed to be fun, and I worked all of it but 2 nights. So 3 weeks of work. But what also happened from that is we met a gentleman named Vince, and he's part of the People's Convoy down in the States. And we put Vince in contact with Bethan. And if any of you have been to Ottawa, you know Bethan is the beautiful blonde on the stage. She's incredible. And between Vince and Bethan, they've managed to put together a group called the North American Unity Tour. And they are touring and meeting at the borders of of Canada and the US, and they are lighting up the borders. So the next tour We already had, the first one was the same day that I crossed into Canada, so that was awesome. I got to party with the Americans, speak on their stage, and then I got to come and have beers with the Canadians afterwards. Well, after I got $7,300 in tickets for coming home. But that's okay, that's okay. But anyway, the first one happened April 15th at the Rainbow Bridge. The next one is happening May 14th in Quebec. Now, on the U.S. side, it's Derby Line, and I can't remember the city in Quebec that it's on our side, but the posters are going to go out soon. This border is not protected. If you can believe it, there's no border patrols there. There's no bridges, there's no lines, there's no nothing. There's a couple of boulder rocks, and there's one of those wooden do not cross benches or whatever you want to call them. So Vince sent me a picture. He's like, hey, look, I'm in Canada. I got 1 foot in. So that's where we're going on May 14th. Watch for the posters to come out. If you can come out and support, that would be awesome. We get to party, barbecue, have some games, and celebrate with our American brothers who are convoying for us and fighting the same mandates that we're fighting up here. So thank you for letting me speak and sharing this information with you. And I look forward to seeing everybody May 14th at the border, lighting it up, and June 2nd at the polls. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Jodie. What's up? Lots of honks today, huh? I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I still have to giggle every time I see people driving by with their fitted masks all on in their car. Holy shit! It's a Canadian flag. God. Like I said, do whatever you want. It's your life, but I mean, you can just put a clown wig on if you want to look stupid, but...
Thanks, have a good night.
Jesus. All right, so... Is that thing really reverby? Is it just me? When I think about leaders, there's a lot of people that have fallen into the leader role in the freedom movement. And for most of them, it's not because they wanted to. It's just because they've been born into doing something. We'll wait for this. And there's one gentleman here that has always impressed me. He's a very successful man.
Oh man, I see a tornado coming on.
There's no other way to say it. The guy's got cojones down to his knees. This guy he stands up, he says what he means, he says what he wants, and he takes no prisoners. And another man I'm proud to call my friend. Ray, come on up here, brother.
Yeah, what I want to mention are a couple things. Just like Jodie, I can't vote for Tom. I certainly would if I was in his riding. But I will be voting for Kirsten over in the riding that she's in, the one I'm in. And we hear about helping and doing what we can. I'm sure there's lots of people here that have never donated politically before this year. I'm certainly one of those people. Before this year, I never donated 1 penny to any political campaign for anybody, for anything. I never put up signs for any candidate, for any one politician. So what can we do? We're basically a small group here. It's nice to see the numbers we got, but like Tom said, and also Jodie, we've got to get the numbers up. We've got to do things to help folks. And it isn't just about helping those that are in the riding that we're in. Actually, this morning, Monique and I did a little tour before we got here, and what we did is we put up 25 signs for Tom on our way up, but also 25 signs for Kirsten. I can't vote for Tom, but it doesn't mean that I can't support him.
I just gave Jodie a hug
Also,
and a hug for everybody from the U.S., Canada,
There's
and
a
everywhere.
fundraiser for Tom, which is next Wednesday, I believe. Is that correct? Let's make sure. It doesn't matter. What I'm getting at is it doesn't matter what riding you live in, but you can go to the fundraiser, and it's Wednesday the 11th at the Curling Club this coming Wednesday. So 6 o'clock. So bring your pocketbooks full of funds that can help Tom. Like I say, you don't have to be in his riding to help him. We can do things in our normal traffic flow. Like say, I'm not trying to say, hey, look at me, this is what Monique and I did. But I'm saying, hey, it was a couple hours in order to do it. On the way here, there's so many things we can do. And I stopped at one house that had some flags up, and I thought, this is a good opportunity. Maybe I can give them a Druthers magazine. So we're handing out Druthers magazines as well. The lady turned down the Druthers magazine, but when I got done talking to her, she was okay, because very close to the line, she was okay to have one of Tom's signs as well as one of Kirsten's signs. Because even though it's nice to put the signs on the side of the road, personally, and not that I know, I'm not an advertiser, but to me, the signs have more power if it's directly on somebody's lawn saying, hey, I support this. So I just encourage everybody to do what you can. Also, tonight there's a Freedom Party. I don't know if I get myself in trouble for this or not, but 2 concessions south of me is Larmer Line. And apparently there's a party there. All like-minded freedom fighters are welcome at this party at 1588 Larmer Line this evening. It's a potluck, starts at 4 o'clock. I'm told everybody's welcome, so if you get in trouble, well, don't tell them I told you. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. There's one thing we learned really quick about this. Never put a name or an address when you're speaking live, because everybody's live streaming. All right, so we're now hiring security for the front entrance tonight, if anybody's interested. You're in. You're going to be too busy. I expect to see you out front. I'm going to be playing live music for it tonight, and probably have a couple special guests, so you better be up front. You know what I want to see. All right.
My gosh.
How many people went to roll?
Oh my gosh. Stephanie Barry with a $50 super chat. This is much love, hun. Doing a great job. Wow. First super chat of the day out of nowhere. Wow. Stephanie, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Let me replay your notification. Here, how do I... Thank you so much, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, that was really unexpected. I just heard the little noise go off and I saw the big pink super chat. Thank you so much, Stephanie. I appreciate that. Thank you. Whoa. Well, that just made my day. Jeez, Stephanie, I appreciate that. I'm gonna go back to the speech, but jeez, I had to just cut in for a sec to say big thanks to Stephanie Barry for that. Wow.
He's been there.
How you doing, folks? It's nice to be back in Peterborough, standing here again. And I promise I won't say a thing. Yeah. So when I said that thing on the hill, and it was viral by the time I got back into Peterborough from Ottawa, and I said, my daughter looked at me, she said, "Oh, Daddy, you said a thing, didn't you?" So Uber Boomer here has no Facebook. I do now. That's going to be gone soon. So it went viral. And then Freedom Fighters of Canada called me up and said, "Do you have a plan?" And I said, "For what?" She goes, "You said something and it went viral." And I said, "What?" She was talking about the bikes. And I said, "Oh yeah, didn't I? Yeah, okay." So I said, "Yes, I would love to have as much help as possible." And they stepped up because they have been dealing with the city and they have been dealing with the police forces, the OPS. Say one thing about the OPS. The rank and file are on our side, believe it or not. It's the chief. And it is the mayor who got caught out. And his councillors. They're the ones that turned it into Freedom 2.0. And we were with them. We were talking to them, saying, day one, this is what we're doing. Roll around, and we leave, go for a bike ride. There's a lot of nice places to ride bike around there. So then Veterans for Freedom stepped up, and they helped out. And I had to join. And by the way, if there's any veterans out there, this is live stream, right? Okay. www.veterans4freedom.com. If you're a veteran, you need to go and sign up. All right? If you're being released from the military, go sign up because we are now basically going to be taking the place of the old Legion because they look after veterans. All right? So anyway, so they helped it all set up. We were dealing with the yellow. It was all great. And the yellow, you can't really be upset with the liaison officer. He's the messenger. I say something to him, it goes up the chain, it comes back, he talks to me. Long story short, we moved the route a couple of times, and it didn't make sense. There was too much construction, stuff like that. Okay, here comes some freedom honking. Ready? Apparently, the honking will continue until freedom. So many people. Can we get one of these cameras to actually float around and take a look at all the people that are here right now? Please and thank you. Now we can. Now that we can. Yeah, so look at all these beautiful people.
75 miles an hour.
Yeah, Mr. Freedom. So anyways, we were actually, it was pretty much nailed. Everything was done until the Friday before. And then we got a thing from the city saying, we're going to do this, do that, and do the other. And then we asked them, we need you to get back to us because if you've got that many bikes, they do need a route. And when you see the mainstream media saying, oh, he says it's going to be a free-for-all. That's not, they just don't watch. They don't have their narrative. So we told them, you need to get back to us by 4 o'clock on a Sunday so we can work this out. And all the guys from the Veterans for Freedom, they're all military guys, so timings matter. If we didn't get it, as I said, 1600, we didn't get anything back, we're gonna hit it. So at 1601, that was our time. Nothing came back, bang, we hit send, it all went out, everything went out. 5 minutes later, we get a reply. Sorry, it's out. Then the mayor turns around and says, this is fake. This is a fake news story. And then Fox picks it up. Fox picks it up. And they got back to the mayor and said, well, if this is fake, this piece is, and this piece, and this piece came from the police service. So he got caught lying. You should have seen his Twitter. It was absolutely hilarious. I spent like at least half an hour just scrolling up, just laughing and laughing and laughing. Next day, it was all gone. So the mayor got caught lying. So they have to bring in 800 extra police officers. That doesn't say how many OPS officers are going to be there. So now they've got 800 police officers for a peaceful bike rally. And they knew exactly what we were planning. They knew our timing. They knew the route. They knew what we were planning to do after they hit the monument, come in, salute the monument, give it back its dignity, and the veterans their dignity, and we leave town. And they say, no, you guys are going to be parked here for 3 weeks. You're going to be... There's no way. Guys with Harleys are not going to sit there and park their bikes for 3 weeks.
We're going to check out this
It's not
scenic
gonna happen.
overlook here.
So they overreacted to the point where it was completely ridiculous. But since the mainstream media came out and turned it into something bigger than it was, they had to use their forces. They had to say, well, we've got the police here, how do we use them? And that would be Friday. When you see a car right here, flags on it, they were completely profiled. You could not get into town with a flag on your vehicle. But how come 10 vehicles, including a tractor trailer, flags all over the place, get right down on Toreto? 10. And it just stops at the very bottom of the hill when the march is coming down from Freedom Fighters Canada. Just happened to be there. I'm just saying, I'm just asking. I'm not saying there was a plan. I'm just kind of thinking, what did Arsenio Hall say? Things that make you go, yeah. So mainstream media turned it into this big debacle, and then they turn around, they say, oh, now it's an occupation within 10 minutes. So what did that do? That scared a lot of people away. But guess what? Thousands and thousands of people came. They came because they're not scared. And here's something else. If the mayor of Ottawa and the police chief start calling in thousands and thousands of officers, or hundreds of officers, I should say thousands. I love that. Well, that guy, he bought a Tesla. He's helped Elon buy it, Twitter. Attaboy. So the next thing you know, if, this is just my own opinion, just something to think about. This may not happen, but when we have another rally in Ottawa, and then all of a sudden the mayor of Ottawa and the chief of police go around to Toronto and the OPP and everybody, oh, we need hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of police officers. You ever thought these other police forces are gonna go, oh, dude, you sent 800 up there for a peaceful rally. For a bubble bus. Yeah, for a bubble bus. So they may not be sending them. They're overreacting. Plain and simple. I'm hoping that's gonna happen, you know, but somebody else upstairs might, he has a plan. So when we took back the monument, we gave it back its dignity, we laid that wreath. And like I said, I don't speak for every veteran. There's some out there that don't agree with me, that's fine, they got free choice, whatever. But that day meant a lot to a lot of veterans. We took it back, gave it back its dignity. Gave the veterans back their dignity. And we gave that monument back to Canada. Again, we took we lost some ground, we stepped back in, and that place, that is where the healing has started. It has to be that spot. Even though we did not get to ride our motorcycles around that monument and salute it properly, the rank and file of the OPS, of the OPP, the rank and file, not the chiefs telling them to do this, this is the rank and file police officers. They took their bikes, they took their cars and did a slow roll around that monument, saluting the veterans, saluting that monument, and started the healing process. A lot of people were all go boo boo, boo, but that was what they did. I did one speech where they said, you have to sacrifice, you don't have to die. You show up, you're sacrificing your time, you're sacrificing money to be there. And those police officers, they just put their jobs on the line. I think it was a really good spot. I think it was a really good place to heal. And it has started. And Captain Bubbles, when he had his vehicle taken away, and they dropped him off at Saint Laurent Mall, he said, I am absolutely broke, I got nothing, so they dropped him off. Reached into his pocket. Some police officer stuck $20 in his pocket. He was broke, and he reached in his pocket, he says, the cops gave me 20 bucks. The healing has started. Yes. It has started. And when Biker Church has graffiti sprayed all over it, the city reached out to say that they will remove the graffiti. The city came out and said, it's another piece of healing. 20 bucks here, to roll around. The city coming through. Guys, the people at the top are scared. The rank and file of the police officers, they're not scared of them anymore. They're not scared of the mayor. They're not scared of the police chief. They're going, we have an oath, and we're keeping to it. So, it was a beautiful day, like this. And here's one more thing, okay? I say God does love you, and he was with us, and he's with everybody. I'm sorry. I'm gonna wear it on my sleeve. Here's something else. You know about James Topp, right? James Topp is marching. It's okay. Everybody gets a choice, right? James Topp is marching with a rucksack cross country to come and have a conversation with Fancy Socks. I served with James Topp in Afghanistan. He lived in the tent next door to us. Yeah. And when I found it was Tom, is like I call him, hey Tom, I go, hey Neil, how you doing? Blah blah blah. Here's another thing. Tom was on a course, and James was his roommate. And Ray over here, he's been down here with us. We chit-chat, we're friends, stuff. He was working in Ottawa. I can't remember the address. What was it again? 140 Slater Street. Yeah. So he was working with Tom. Something is bringing us all together. Something is bringing everybody together into a big fist. And it's not going to be hitting anybody. It's going to be, we are free. So, some people are not religious. Some people are not spiritual, but guess what? We need divine intervention to finish this. And it's here. And remember, God loves you, and you, and you. Anyway, I didn't say a thing, so I'm good. All right, there you go, buddy. Thanks. And by the way, it's not over. I'm off Facebook, but I'm not going anywhere, all right? All right.
All right, guys. So we're going to throw some tunes on for a little bit here. This rounds up around 2 o'clock. And you know I have a mic, so I have to say it. If anybody's hungry, Peterburgers is open today. Just saying. We are open today, so get on down there and get a burger, all right? We got some Hold Fast merch here. Make sure you get your Tom Marazzo signs. Anybody wants to go tonight to the get-together, come see us. We'll tell you quietly where everything is and get everything going.
We have cameras.
And don't stop when you leave here. You're going to email MPs, MPPs, take these corrupt you-know-whats down. We have to fight this 7 days a week, every day, so don't stop. You guys are the best. Freedom on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Freedom! You guys are awesome.
That was wonderful.
Beautiful.
I might cut that one and start up a new one. I don't know. Because I'll get copyrights from that music.
Yeah, you might stop.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to end this one here. And we'll be on after. I just can't have copyright music. And I don't want to lose that video because there's a lot of good stuff in that video. So I love you guys. We will be back on. Just, yeah, I have to cut this one. Peace, love, and freedom.
Well, it's no secret Joe Biden has struggled on stage when making his presidential addresses. He has been known to mumble, fumble, mispronounce words, and in some instances uses a cheat sheet in the very off chance he calls
to the nudge unit in the United States. They've been working from prior to the lockdowns to nudge everyone into this next 5 years of, this was from 2020. Everything I talked about, I stopped looking it up because everything I'm saying today was true in May of 2020. You know?
It was a turnkey solution just ready to go. And when
Well,
the
on the
crisis
market.
came, then you just
Exactly.
put the button and ready.
It was literally activation. It was like, right, you got it. There you go. Executive Order 99.
Yeah, people have been
Is
warning.
that from Star Wars?
People have been warning since the early days of the internet that you know it's well since not since the early days of the internet, since after 9/11, that when the surveillance state was set up, that what we have is turnkey fascism, where it's not full blown, it's not a full blown surveillance state, but just push the button and it becomes one.
Exactly.
All the system is in place, and now
And some countries
we're
were
seeing it.
so far advanced on that front already. I think in the 80s and early 90s in London, England, every single citizen in the city was on camera 7 times per day on average. Because remember the IRA and the whole issues with that, so they had an they had implemented an extraordinary surveillance state, even in the 80s, where every citizen on camera 7 times a day. Well, now data and every collection, everything else, you could just leave high def cameras on a street corner and collect everything all day long, 24 hours a day, indefinitely.
There's an interesting interview. I think it's with Glenn Green, formerly on the left, who's now been deemed
they call that
right-wing misinformation.
Is that not the Overton window? They call moving the Overton window.
Is shifted.
So you've got people with different opinions, but they just move how they describe it to one side, so that you become on the other side.
I never thought
imaginary
I would
made-up
see-
stuff.
I never thought I would see people like Tulsi Gabbard and Glenn Greenwald as guests on Tucker Carlson.
Exactly.
Like that's where things have.
It's crazy.
moved.
Well,
Exactly.
former pretty
It's insane.
hardcore.
I used to
leftists,
think
like
it's-
Dave Rubin has
Yes.
been making internet, like online channels.
I used to
where
think
they're being
t-
called like conservative right wingers now.
I used to
He's
think
a
Tucker
gay
Carlson
married
and
man
Fox
who's
was
very left wing.
Exactly.
I used to think Tucker Carlson and Fox News was a joke.
Yes, because it was in a sense. I mean, during the Gulf War, they were cheerleaders for the Gulf War.
Yeah.
And they should. You've got a horsefly there. Watch out.
Thanks, man.
And so they were cheerleaders for the Gulf War, and now
Oh, yeah.
they are. You know, sort
I've
of-
never actually watched newscasts.
Cheers, bro. Asti, babuji. What's that?
Anybody else coming?
Anybody else coming? Here, you hang on to this a bit. Okay, there you go.
So it's locked.
Hold it. Hey, hold it proper there. You got it.
Yeah,
Lock it. Hey, hope you.
I'm just entertaining. Yeah.
What's still happening? I just.
Look. Skinny.
Good to hold. Should have hold. You got that properly?
Yeah.
Good.
It's just spinning.
Yeah, don't because the picture's going all wonky.
Yeah, I know.
Lock it. Hey.
How do I lock onto somebody? Would I click to lock onto somebody, Daddy?
Don't lock on.
Okay.
But then.
Oh, bouge it.
Barking at that dog.
Bouge it. Take this lunatic. Watch you talk to us. Hey, what was it? Good.
She said no to the dog.
Huh?
She said no to the dog.
I don't know why she's talking to us. Wearing a friggin' mask over her.
She's literally standing there saying no to the dog.
Getting the dog worked up wearing a mask. Asi. Babuji. Good. Hey. Hope you. Lunatic. You see that?
Yeah. Oh, hi, Joseph. Hi, Joseph. No, it's still on. We got a bunch of sandwiches. And stuff. Come on. Good.
Hey, how's everybody?
Hi.
So what's for lunch?
This is Joseph, the plumber.
We have a big crowd today. So
Thank you. That's good. That's all I need. That's good. That's all I need.
Still, you came. And there was a couple people earlier that they left. They just dropped by.
We just advertised yesterday, right?
Well, I'm happy you came. I'm happy, man. Thank you, brother. It means a lot to me, man. It means a lot to me, Ken. I know. Right? Listen, tape him what he's saying, man.
Here, Joseph. Here, have a hat. Joseph.
Look at this. Look at this. Wow.
Freedom hat.
Thank you.
Storm, record these flags. The freedom flags. Making a square.
Good camera work, says Peter Biker. Good camera work, young dude. That's you. So, Joseph, what do you want to say to the world, brother?
Right now, I don't know. I wasn't prepared for this, but I could say we should stand up for rights, for the freedom. Just my faith and my belief is being touched, being denied, and I call this criticism. I have faith and belief, and no one is going to, whether Joe, Blow, or whatever, tell Mother Nature and the Creator how to do things, how to perfect things. They're already perfect before we even exist on this planet. So we have a perfect planet, and we're just trying to destroy it, I guess, by
doing all this COVID
belief
stuff.
of our own perfection, which doesn't exist. What more do I say? Everyone's been saying it a lot, and I guess I'm just adding on. So hopefully we can stay persist and stay there to defeat this belief that throwing people off and straying the crowd and destroying a nation. You divide the population. We don't want this. And history speaks it. That's not my words. It's history. History has proven over the overseas, Middle East, Africa, Latin, wherever you wanna go. We have books, history, but they're on the shelf. We don't look at them. Look back what history does, how we divide nation and destroy them. So good luck, and we're here to support you.
Now just do a little tape of everything, and then we're gonna shut it off. Do a little tape, walk around, a little walk around everywhere.
Hey, old brother. Alright, guys. I am back. Just did some arm stretches for baseball. I might have to kind of get ready. We're going to be going to the bank, and then I might be headed downtown Victoria to see if anything's going on that I could live stream. Not sure if anything will be going on. I don't think anything's supposed to. But if anything is going on, I will stream that. But again, it's probably gonna see another black screen as I kind of just get dressed and kind of get ready for the day. I got 2 baseball games today later on. But yeah, thank you guys for still watching, even though I've been absent doing my baseball stretches for a little bit here. But I think I'm gonna have to turn myself off again to kind of get ready for the day. But I'm gonna leave these streamers up. I noticed Coda went down. But I'm gonna leave these streamers up for now. Something's going on with War Campaign though. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, that looks better. Alright. Pulse stretch is important, yeah. For sure. But I got some good stretches in. Oh, Stephanie Berry's still in here. I saw your earlier message about running over to some other channels to show some love. But yeah. Gonna go get ready for the day. Kind of get fully dressed. Right now I got the Tyson Hockley subscribe shirt on right now. But yeah. We're gonna go get ready, and I'll probably be back to do an outro. But for now, I'm gonna leave these people up here. So yeah, it's gonna be another black screen, but I'll see you guys hopefully pretty shortly.
Something to bring people in, right?
And
That's
since
what the
they've been
truckers are
under
doing, uniting.
Sorry?
That's what the truckers are doing, uniting each
Yeah,
other.
they're uniting Canada.
And we'll just keep doing this, and then we'll get our freedom back.
Like today, you know what I mean? You guys were here, and we were over in Parliament Hill, and now we're united. So now we're together, right? And that's we're much stronger when we're together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want a cake?
Pardon?
You want a cake?
What do you mean? No, you wear it. You look good in that, buddy. What's your name, man?
Solarium.
Solarium?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Scotty.
Cool name.
Yeah, I'm fighting for kids. You know how kids at the schools, they have to wear masks all day?
They're becoming chickens. People are making them chickens.
That's right.
We don't want chickens.
Do you want us to turn the music down?
No, perfect.
Sure.
He's just crazy about all the people.
Thank you so much, man. I love you, man. I'm suing the trustees at Ottawa School Board for making them wear masks. I'm suing my trustee for $10,000. So I just sent my letter off notice yesterday.
One more time.
Scotty.
Microphone.
Scott Cameron.
Come on the channel and talk about it.
I should, man. That'd be amazing. I have a Facebook group. I got 50 people now, 50 parents.
Okay.
Let's get it up to 100, 200, you know? Fuck right, yeah.
Because I want to get that out. You hear that? Put this camera up. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I'm not allowed to talk right. He wants to talk right now. It's his turn.
Say what you're saying. Bring the camera up.
Yeah, I already told you. I'm fighting the school board because they made this rule to make all the kids wear masks just because they tested the water and they say, oh no, there's too much COVID in the water. And they're pushing this fear. It's a political push, right? It comes from this guy, from the mayor. Where's City Hall? Right there? It comes from the mayor. The mayor tells Ottawa Public Health. Ottawa Public Health tells the doctor, the chief medical doctor. Chief medical doctor says, hey, listen, Ottawa, there's dangers. Everyone should wear masks. And you see it, everyone's wearing masks. People listen, right? And then the school board, because they want to get reelected. They're elected officials. They're supposed to represent the public. So they're just following around with this narrative, right? And they're pushing the story. And who's the victim? The young kids, especially from kindergarten, that have to wear masks all day. They have smaller lungs than all of us, and it's really hard for them to breathe through these masks. It's doing harm to them.
You like the burger?
He doesn't like the Bill of Rights, the dog. Yeah.
No, he likes the Bill of Rights. I think you read the F. Trudeau. Grab that. Hold that for a minute.
We're not giving up.
No. Beautiful.
We can tell the world. That's what we're going to tell the world. As long as there's one more soldier left, the war's still on.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't know they were good.
This is your permit to protest. It's the People's Protection Services.
Okay.
And this is your authority to protest. It's your authorization to bring up
The one in white.
There, Dan. Telling him we need music.
There you go.
Get my music box and bring it down.
Erdan saying hi. Erdan.
Been walking from the hills. So.
Hey, Erdan.
Our group is more enforcement.
Look, he's saying hi.
Always trying to come in Saturday.
Like the sandwich?
I didn't find it yet.
Oh.
I will find it.
No, I'm not doing
We got other ones. We got another one with just meat and cheese if you want.
This is toasted. It's not toasted.
I just made that this morning. Thank you. What's going on in January? You know they're PBS, right? People's Protection Services. I love it.
Erdan saying hi. There's so many people. It's literally everywhere. My dad's there.
Actually, I don't even like
Yes, I don't want to go to
There's so many people around the place. There's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 people here. And I think I missed a few. Let me count a little better. 2, 3, 4, 5,
Everybody has it, even your brother.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,
I know it's hard to
15,
read here, but
16, 17, 18, 19. 19 people. 19 people here, Dad. 19
I got the chat here. Turn the camera over to me, and I'm gonna read the chat. Turn this way. Hey, drop it. Go down. Go a little further out. Look this way. I'm gonna read the chat. We got 000 Destruct Kiddo has taken over the stream. Alba Witch Wiggler. I don't even mind that dog's barking. Citizen Surgeons from Canada. Glad you're having fun, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for getting the word out. It's heartwarming. Look around. It's a real party. Turn that around. We got to bring music next time ourselves.
20 people.
Fantastic, man. We got
20
Bronte,
people.
19. We got Yuli 33, including the dog. That's awesome. Great family, dude. She's doing an adorable job. Thank you, Soul Star. Go Freedom. Go, says me, you. You are so
Freedom.
cute, little guy. Hail, Freedom. Hey. Couche,
Come on, Draco.
Couche.
I want kids to come.
I know, dude. I know.
I want to see how if I can actually beat people reliably in soccer.
You want to do what now?
I want to be able to beat people reliably in soccer.
You think you're that good, huh?
I want to be able to. I can 1v3 people, good people at the park.
Barbara Ann says, "Where's your wife? Go tape your mom and Helios and the baby every day."
Yeah, go. Every day I was waving to the camera. That's them. Helios, say hi to the camera, Helios. Honk, honk. Honk, honk, hooray. Hey, Dad, hi. Say hi. Hey, Mom. Hi.
Got music.
Dance, Helios. Honk, honk. Why don't you say something? Say honk, honk. You're not deaf and you honk, honk. All we need left is a duck to say honk, honk. Fact over fear. Cool.
We're not giving the facts.
You got a whole, like, massive amount. Wow, that's cool. Look at all those. Wow, that's cool.
Is that your dog?
Yeah.
What's the dog's name?
Drache. It's a dragon in German.
Oh, Drache.
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 Yeah, like some people call him Drache, Drache.
Did you see those movies with the dragon?
Which one?
My Pet Dragon.
I haven't read that.
Dragon. There's so many about dragons. I don't know.
I have seen Dragon Race to the Edge.
Yeah.
Dragon Master.
What do you like watching? What do you like watching?
I like to watch, I don't know, Shield Hero is a nice movie. There's a movie called Shield Hero, it's a good movie.
What movie?
Shield Hero.
I don't know that.
Oh,
Is that
it's a
new?
huh?
Is that new?
It's
No, a couple years older.
Yeah.
It's
I know Ninjago.
Ninjago?
Yes.
And he did.
Ninjago, that's funny.
And he said no, maybe things would
I haven't been watching Ninjago that
I
recently.
haven't watched TV anymore.
Too busy. Bad colors.
And if they ever bring it back, we need to not wear that.
That's some cool posters.
Yeah, they've got us. Are you guys going to school?
We're homeschooled.
Homeschool? Nice.
Yeah.
Like that. Did you see any trucks before?
Yeah, before I went to the Freedom Convoy before.
What did you think?
It was pretty cool.
It is.
That they blocked off the area. We couldn't actually see the bikers.
No, I know. I was here last week. You came with your dad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little bit too open,
I heard them.
but I didn't
Yeah.
mind it, so I went
Then
to
we
the hill,
saw,
and then I jumped
we saw the two of them. When we moved on the other side, we saw two of them. That's it.
Police were blocking your
Yeah, there were like rows of people, and then the police and this one lady was starting a fight, and then my dad decided to leave.
Was that at Parliament?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the noise.
Yes.
So I missed you then.
Yeah.
I was there.
Huh?
I was there at the time.
Cool. Next time we'll make sure to see you.
Okay. Now I know your family and your hats.
Alright, everybody, so we got some more people in here. Daryl, what's up, Daryl? We got Let Freedom Ring in here. Okay, so I just want to come on here very quick to say I'm getting ready for the day. So I'm sorry that's been a black screen. I have to go eat. So I'm gonna leave these guys up for now. But it's gonna be a black screen because I'm gonna be eating. So I apologize about that, guys. I am still here. I'm still alive. I'm gonna keep the stream running, but I gotta go eat. So I'm gonna do that quickly. And when I am gonna shut the stream off, I'll give you guys a proper outro as well. Alright. See you guys shortly.
What for me is, where were they? Like, what was the last Is that spider on your shirt? Is that Spider-Man or just Spider?
Spider.
Good Spider. Well, you guys,
I have a jacket.
do you guys like spiders?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's my
They're
favorite.
around everywhere, right? I bet if you could find one like over there. I bet there's spiders everywhere, yeah. I saw one in my bathroom this morning. What do you do when you find a spider? Do you kill it? Do you put it outside, or do you just leave it alone?
You have to put it outside. If it's in your house, right?
That's what I mean, yeah. You put it outside?
One time.
Winter.
Oh, then it stays in the basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
It can live there till summer, and then it's gotta go.
I'm creeped out by spiders.
Are you?
Oh, my hat's fine living in our bathroom. Oh my god, look at all those flags. It's becoming the ritual. Some of the capes are flying. Same with the hats. This one is not my hat. This one? This one my hat? This one's my hat. Am I wearing it the right way? I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, is like, stand free as a principal.
We're just saying, right? Lift the camera up a bit. Don't focus on me. Come closer.
Yeah, don't focus on my double chin.
No, focus on the, go a little higher up and get her nice haircut. There we go. Okay, introduce yourself for the people at home.
Sure. Hi, everyone. It's Rebecca Shepard from Stand for Thee in Ottawa today, visiting our friend Rohan over at Ottawa City Hall. We just came from the Parliament Hill, where we took my speaker over there up on the hill. They tried to tell me I had a permit. I needed a permit, sorry. But I do have a permit. This is my permit. And my legal provision is the Bill of Rights. I don't need anyone to tell me what I can and cannot do to exercise my rights. Right?
Oh, look, there's somebody in a TV.
Oh, there's somebody in the TV. Oh, yeah, nice.
Television. Watch the television.
Maybe the revolution will be televised.
Right? Yeah, exactly, right? We just got to hollow it out first and put the kids inside.
Yeah.
So you're saying to me, right, okay, so in terms of, we're talking about uniting the different groups, and you're saying, and I agree with you, that it's a psyop, it's not really smart, because at the end of the day, that just makes it too easy to pick off and destroy.
Well, a couple of things. First of all, one of the reasons why I do this, because principles are very important to me, and integrity is very important to me. And I'm very cautious as to who I let into my inner circle, because messaging is important. Words are important. What you say and do is important. And if you're working with, say, a group that has 10 groups underneath it, then I don't know what everybody's saying and doing. And I make it very public that I will not work with any groups. Stand for Thee, Jane, Amanda, myself, we will not work with any groups that are using the Charter of Rights. And there are very specific reasons for that. And so I'm very careful to distance myself from groups that are using the Charter.
Yeah, you're a big believer in the Bill of Rights by Diefenbaker. Yeah, no, I like it. I think it's great.
Well,
For me,
I have my Charter charges dropped. I have my Provincial Offences Act. The Provincial Offences charges under the Reopening Ontario Act were dropped because I used the Bill of Rights. I exercised.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, I had.
You're gonna have to tell me because I got to get the inside scoop.
Do you have charges?
No, but I may. Yeah, but. No, not coming this way. Yeah.
So, this is the other part of it too.
Come on, come closer. Get a shot in with the baby.
What a beauty. What a little beauty.
Thank you.
Oh, I just want to squeeze the cheeks.
Yeah.
But one of the other reasons for not wanting to partner up with other groups is because I want to have the freedom to do what I want when I how I want to do it without having to ask permission because I have a problem with authority. So I need to be my own.
No,
authority.
you're a tough lady. You know what I mean? You're the kind of like a rebel.
That's
right?
what my husband has always called me.
Yeah, you're a rebel. That's what it is. I can tell. You're a rebellious lady, you know?
No, I'm an independent woman, and I've always been an independent person.
Yeah, can you roar? You know, hear me roar. I am woman.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not a feminist, so I don't do that shit. We're all equal, and feminism is destroying men, and I have a big problem with that. Also, I don't get why women want to go to work and also now be the family caretakers, because now women go to work and they can come home and cook dinner, and they do the laundry, and they take care of the family. So we got screwed in that deal.
Right.
But anyway, I mean,
tell me about it. Yeah, I know.
But I want to go back to one more point about the joining of the groups. I am a big believer, and again, my career has been project management for 20 years, self-employed, working on. I was self-employed for a good 20 years, and I was the kind of person that you called me to deal with when shit was hitting the fan. You brought me in, and one thing that I recognize.
Hey, don't stand on the furniture. No, sorry, dude. You're representing the country when you wear all that, all right? You can't act like a jackass. Let's go. All right, yeah.
Everybody does their best job when you're doing something that has meaning to you and it resonates with you. And so you have to have that passion to be good at what you're doing. And so if you're connecting with other groups and they're doing stuff that doesn't align with your principles, your values, maybe it's, it just doesn't touch your heart, that's going to distract you from the work that you are doing, at least for me.
No, I get it, hon.
Yeah.
I just asking, you know what I mean? Because I heard some people talking about they want to do this, they want to do that. But I'm with you. You know what? So I'm thinking.
The sad thing is people get mad.
No,
why won't you join with other groups? It's
nah,
like, well, I don't want to.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense. Here's the thing, too, right? We're all individuals. We got our own thinking. You can have your own, you know what I mean? You do your own thing. What I want to see is this, okay? My hope is that we can connect people. That's what I wanted to do here today. I'm so happy you came. Thanks a lot. It means a lot for me, you and the crew from Stanford D. Because I want people to talk to each other on the ground level.
Yeah, I agree. This is we have to change our mentality because our thinking is that you always go big and then you come down, but that's not how it works, and that's not what they're doing to us. They've started out at the bottom and worked their way up, and we have to counter in the same way.
Yeah, you're right. They did.
Yeah.
They started in schools, right?
We have to. Well, if you want to look at the COVID measures, it started in City Hall. It started with the city councilors. They were the first ones that did it, without any evidence or any science behind it. And it was, by the way, in Toronto it was the Solicitor General. It wasn't even a public health officer that implemented that. And nobody said, hey, where's the
mandates?
Science? No one said, hey, is this going to be harmful? No one asked those questions. I watched the city council meeting. But we have to be the chihuahuas, nipping at their ankles, or the piranhas, taking little bites.
I'm a chihuahua.
A chihuahua. Be a motherfucking chihuahua.
I want to be a chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
And that's exactly our position on this. Because, and I say this a lot, don't underestimate the power of you. Don't underestimate your authority. And that's what we do when we want to give it to other people and expect other people to take the lead. We have to be the leaders now. I really need to hold your baby.
Come.
Baby.
Yeah.
I need to hold
Come on, grab it.
I'll take off my I need to hold this baby right now. Oh, so cute. You're so precious. Oh my gosh. Look at you. Look at you, you little baby.
There we go. Put a hat on him. Put a Canada hat on him.
So cute. Look at the little face.
We say freedom.
we're doing what we're doing. So that this little guy can live in a world with absolute freedom. And if we don't step up now, he won't even know what freedom is.
Right?
And this is why
Put that on your head. I think it's going to slip off there. There we go. You got one? Oh, perfect. Yeah. Put one on each. There we go. There we go. There we go.
So adorable.
Thank you, honey. Thank
Precious. Look at this precious face, everybody. That's why we're doing what we do.
Wipe his face. Wipe his mouth. Wipe his mouth. There we go. Wipe his mouth. There we go. There we
now
go.
you look like you got your glamour shot.
There you go.
You got your glamour shot.
There we go. Right? This is the reason, right?
This is the reason. This precious
The next generation.
What's the baby's name?
Eridan.
Eridan.
Eridan, the celestial river between the constellation Orion's belt and some other constellation. That's Eridan. His name is Eridan.
You guys are just awesome. You guys are amazing.
I had to say that fast before I forgot it.
Right?
I feel like I'm gonna hurt this baby.
No.
I'm not a baby person.
Sure you are.
No.
Yeah, I get. Right?
Yeah.
He's getting your maternal instincts out.
Oh my gosh, I just want to speak something.
Yeah, there you go.
So cute.
His cheeks are so soft.
He's happy.
You know, I don't have children except I have a very hyperactive husband.
Yeah?
But I do like babies. I do like babies. Yeah. You want to hang out with me today? We can march around town. I can give you the speaker. You could say a few words like freedom. Freedom.
He's like Baby Yoda, except human.
Except human. And you know, they are full of wisdom at this age because they don't have the, their minds are wide open and receptive. And we got to be careful what we put in those little minds because once they hit that system, which don't put them in it, they stop.
Hey, kushje. Dag. Kushje, my good. Dag.
What's up, everybody? So I just finished eating. I'm on the way now to the bank with my mom. We gotta sort some stuff out in terms of like YouTube, like payments and all that. So I'm gonna end the stream here, but we're gonna go downtown to Victoria, do a little drive-by, and if anything's happening at the legislature, I'm gonna live stream it. I'm not sure if anything is supposed to be happening there. I haven't heard anything, but if anything is happening down there, then I will live stream it. So yeah, I just want to do a formal little outro here. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching. It's been a really fun stream today. Thank you again to Stephanie Berry for the $50 super chat earlier. Very much appreciated. And yeah, I think we're going to end this here, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.